all, this is Diana from D Creations, and today I will be teaching you how to make a cute little Mother's Day gift. So what we'll be using to make this cupcake, we're making a cupcake by the way, is a number 4 worsted weight yarn. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver and some in a different color, some yarn needles and some pins. This is a G hook, which is a 4mm hook. And we're using this because we want to go down a hook size. Well, I went down a hook size and a half, but you could use a 5 if you feel more comfortable that way. Some scissors and some embroidery floss. That's optional. We're going to start making our cupcake or our gift to our moms. And I'm going to start with a magic ring, making the eggs, pulling through, like I showed you in that other video I posted. And we're going to make 6 single crochet into our loop. And I forgot to mention we need a stitch marker. And we're going to increase in each stitch from our previous round by putting 2 single crochet in each of our stitches. So by the end of this round, we should have 12 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And that's what you should have by the end. This is my stitch marker. Some people rather use paper clips, or if you don't have this, or a paper clip, you could use another piece of yarn, a different colored yarn. But we always want to end up here at the end of each round. And for our third round, we're just going to make 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 2 single crochet in our second stitch, and then 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet in the next, and we repeat this pattern till we get to the end of our round. That one wasn't tight enough, I guess. The end of our round would be where our stitch marker is, and I always hide my tail, and we want to end with the 2 single crochet in the last stitch. We want to end with an increase, and this means that we have 18 single crochet in this round. And for our fourth round, we are going to make 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, 2 single crochet, keep losing my hook, sorry about that, 2 single crochet or an increase in our third loop. So 1, 2, and then increase, 2 single crochet in the third stitch, 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the second stitch, and 2 single crochet in the third stitch. And we'll just repeat this around until we get to the end of our round, and I'll meet you back here when I'm all done. For our 5th round, we're going to single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the second stitch, single crochet in the third stitch, and then increase by making 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the 4th stitch. And we'll continue doing this all around, and I'll meet you back here. And for our 6th round, we're going to single crochet 1 in the first, second, third, and 4th stitch, and then we're going to increase in the next by putting 2 single crochets into the 5th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase in the 5th stitch. And we're going to continue this all around until we get to the very end. And by the end of this, we should have 36 stitches. And I'll meet you back here when I'm done. So from for round 7, we're just going to crochet in the back loop. So this V, we're just going to single crochet, go in the middle, make sure it's the back of the V, go in and single crochet. And we're going to repeat this till the end of our round. So we should have something that looks like this now. And this is just so that this part will lay a little flatter at the bottom and our cupcake will look like it's a cupcake. So from rounds 8, 9, 10, and 11, for these 4 rounds, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna single crochet like we normally would in each stitch until we get to the end for the next 4 rounds. And I'll meet you back here when I've done that. I was actually watching a video the other day of someone who attempted crocheting for the first time in their entire lives. And I realized that a lot of us crocheters make the mistake of maybe abbreviating things a lot, and someone who has never crocheted before wouldn't know what SC means. SC means single crochet, But don't get discouraged if you're trying this for the first time. I think it's easier to learn from a video than it is to learn from a book because there'd be a lot of abbreviations. Think for abbreviations maybe that's more of an intermediate level. But you can do this, you know. My mom always said failing and making things bad always helps as a learning experience, because once you mess up, you learn that you're never going to do what you messed up on again, because you've already learned from that mistake, and you can continue learning if you just keep trying. And for round 12, we're going to single crochet in the first 5 stitches, and increase in the 6th stitch. This will help give our cupcake a more cupcake wrapper look. I think, I'm not sure how to say, what are they called? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then increase. And we'll continue this all around until we get to the end of our round. And for our 13th round, all we're going to do is single crochet in each stitch until we get to the end of this round. And when we reach the end of round 13, all we're gonna do is cut our yarn and finish off. So we start with a magic ring in our separate color, and we single crochet 6 into our magic ring. Let me put our stitch marker there, and then we increase in each stitch for our second round, and by the end we should have a total of 12 single crochets. And for round number 3, we're going to single crochet 1 in the first stitch, single crochet 2 in the second stitch, and then 1, and an increase in the next stitch, and we're going to continue this until the end of the round. You'll end with 18 stitches. And for 4th stitch, we're going to one single crochet in the first stitch, one single crochet in the second stitch, and two single crochet in the third stitch. So one, and two, and we're going to continue this pattern until the end of this round, leaving us with 24 stitches. And for our fifth round, we're going to put one single crochet in the first 3 stitches, and then increase with 2 single crochet in the fourth stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and increase. And we're going to continue that until the end of this round, leaving us with 30 stitches, 30 single crochet in this round. And for our sixth round, we're going to single crochet in the first 4 stitches, and then we'll increase by putting 2 single crochet in the 5th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, increase. Now we're going to continue this all the way around until we have a total of 36 stitches. For our 7th round, we're going to single crochet 1 in the first 5 stitches, and increase by putting 2 double crochet in the 6th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. And we're going to continue this pattern all the way around until we get to the end of this round, for a total of 42 stitches. That way we have the same amount on our frosting as on the cupcake bowl. We should have something that looks like this now. And from rounds 8 to 11, we're going to single crochet in each stitch until the end of those rounds. Still having a total of 42 stitches. And I'll meet you back here when we're done. We should have something that looks like this now. And what we're going to do for our 12th round is we're going to double crochet by yarning over, pulling through 2, pulling through 2. And we're going to make 3 double crochets in that first stitch, in that same stitch. And then in the next stitch, we're going to slip stitch. So it's three double crochet, and then we slip stitch by going in, pulling through, and pulling through. And we're going to continue this until the end of this round. And when we get to our last stitch, we should have something that looks like this. And we're just going to slip stitch and finish off and cut your yarn so that you have a long tail, because we're going to sew it onto our bottom. And I'm just kind of embroidering my sprinkles on here. This is optional. There's also the option of gluing stuff on it, or some people, they embroider, they use beads. And I'm just doing this in different colors, and I'll meet you back here when I have more colors on here. And this is what it should look like now that we have our sprinkles on, or whatever you did to decorate yours. And after all this is what we should have. And our cupcake is hungry, so we have to feed him stuffing.
Nom 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 nom.
Num num num. And after this, we just continue what we have been doing until we reach the end, where we will, like, we'll tie it off and then hide our tail. So after we finish, we just tie a knot like that, or I do two because I'm paranoid. And we go into our pink, and we just start hiding our tail. Now I had an enormously long tail, and you really probably don't need that much. But this was just one of my leftover yarns from my other projects, and I just want to hide it. So we just cut it off, and we have a cupcake. Yay!